Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded, and it is time for the Wheelbarrow Dies Love Mail Add Ons assembly video. Hey, so I'm using the brand new Wheelbarrow Dies Love Mail Add Ons along with the Wheelbarrow Dies. And I put together this little wheelbarrow ahead of this video. There we go. And I'm also using Doodlebug's dot grid and polka dot plaid. So I've got the dot grid paper out right now, and I'm putting together this super cute little, I don't know if it's bunting or a banner or whatever. And I'm adding pure poppy cardstock from Papertrey ink, the little hearts. And then that's all she wrote. And you can add that to your wheelbarrow die as a little decoration. Now you could use it even on the brand new Car Dies Cruiser as well. As long, the same goes for these items that are going to be going in the back or on the wheelbarrow. They could certainly go in the back of your car cruiser, the Car Dies Cruiser. So I'm using different paper here from Doodlebug, the same pads, the dot grid, the polka dot plaid, either side. And I'm using pure poppy cardstock from Papertrey ink. And I'm just sort of, applying all the different shaped hearts in this pile. Now remember, like I said, you could use use all these hearts separately on your card. Super cute stuff. You've got different sizes. Adorable. And you know me, I like to use 3 different sizes of hearts when I decorate the front of a card, just to kind of give a visual triangle to my image. And there are 3 different sizes of heart sets of 3 that you can cut out at once, which is really handy. So I can see myself using those on cards just by themselves. So now I am adding on all of these little hearts with my Nouveau glue. Using my reverse tweezers, working on a Stampin' Up! Pad. All my die cutting today was done with my Anna Griffin Empress. There we go. Now I'm going to turn it over and I will trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors. I like the dimension of adding all the hearts. Now you certainly don't have to. You could just add a few on the top if you like. But there you go. Isn't that cute? How cute is that? It's a whole wheelbarrow full of hearts for Valentine's Day. Next, I'm going to be doing this wheelbarrow full of little pieces of mail. And you'll see that I'm just sort of lining up the pieces with the background, just so I know where the overlap is. And you could use these on your cards separately as little pieces of mail. I'm going to add the flaps in a little bit, but I'm just sort of adding the little love notes to the center of these pieces of mail first. Just because I want it to line up with my background perfectly, that's why I'm sort of laying it over top. Just the way I do it. There we go. And I'm using different gray patterns and pink and, red as well. Just to give these little pieces of mail a different look, right? Now, remember, you don't have to add all of these little pieces on this pile. You could add just the little hearts and call it done, right? There's stitching on that background piece. I just think it adds a lot of dimension and texture, and it just looks great. Now you could use this pile of mail separately, all by itself on the front of a card if you want. Have your little gnome sitting on top of it, your little Cupid gnome maybe holding a love letter. That would be adorable, right? So you could use these for anything you like. And like I said, this pile of mail could go in the back of your Car Dies Cruiser and look like he's delivering a bunch of love letters to his honey, right? So now I'm adding on, putting together this little envelope using Doodlebug paper that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. And I'm using that Nouveau crystal, or just Nouveau glue, along with my Studio Katia embellishment wand to pick things up. My reverse tweezers, just because it, kind of helps you to get your fingers out of the way when you're putting things together. So I am just quickly putting together all these little letters. I just think this is just the cutest little set, this Wheelbarrow Dies Love Mail Add-ons. Hopefully Jaded Blossom will release more of these, so you could have a little wheelbarrow full of all different types of things, right? How cute would that be for the different seasons? And then at the same time, you'd be able to use them in the back of all of your cars. So it's kind of like a double duty die set, right? You can use it with the car dies, which is amazing. So there we go. Isn't that cute? Now, remember, I will have the car assembly video. I will also have one of those to check that out. The Car Dies Cruiser, it's called. So it will have its own assembly video. So you can check that out as well. So there we go. I'm just adding on the different, patterns, because I just think it adds something to the mail if all the pieces of letters or all the mail don't look exactly the same, right? It just makes it look a little bit more special, I think. But like I said, you could skip this part, just add the little hearts on there and you'd be done. Or you could take a little Copic marker if you want and just color in some of them to make them look a little bit different. You could certainly do that. That would work as well. But isn't that cute? I just think these are adorable little pieces of mail and perfect for your Valentine's cards, right? Or even if you're sending, even like if you're sending love on someone's birthday, that would be cute too. I know not everyone likes to do Valentine's Day cards. Send it to your mom or dad. That would be nice. Isn't that cute? And like I said, just taking my time, adding on all of these little pieces. What I did is when I did a lot of die cutting in the beginning of this video or before the video to prepare, cut all of the pieces up, and then I can just sort of, stick everything down all at once. There we go. Isn't that cute? So I guess I didn't have to leave all this in the video. But this is kind of what I do when I'm creating. I'll make a bunch of things, and then I'll use some of them, and I keep them in a pile for later to use on cards, right? I'll have like a bunch sitting off to the side of, I have a million gnomes assembled, if you could only see my desk. And, when I want to go ahead and make a card, and sometimes I don't assemble the gnome, it's because I've had the gnome assembled for a long time. It's sitting on my desk to use. So that's why I kind of like to use up the things that I do assemble in these assembly videos. So there we go, adding on all the different layers. And I just think this is super cute. I've just been struggling with this darn cold, I'm telling you. Ugh. So there we go. So now I'm going to add on my little layers onto this background piece. And I'm just sort of, staggering what's going to be on top and what's going to be behind. Just to give, I think it adds just a little bit of dimension to the whole process, right? Now you can do this any way you like. It doesn't have to be the way I do it. But this is just the way I'm kind of looking at this pile of mail, right? So it'll kind of be a cute look. A bunch of different letters kind of peeking out. And I will trim the overhang with a pair of scissors. And this will be very dimensional for, in my wheelbarrow or in the back of a car dies cruiser, that new car die, whatever you want to use it for. I just think it adds a lot of dimension and texture to your card. So there we go. And now that is all assembled. And I do weight it down with an acrylic block just to make sure it dries nice and flat. I'm going to assemble one more of these little envelopes here. Why not, right? And then remember, you could use those envelopes separately on a card if you like, right? So there we go. And I just think these are adorable. So I'm just picking up the last of the pieces here to put together that last piece of mail. And I've got tons of little hearts to use on cards that I've already pre-cut. So that'll be fun. I'm going to add a little heart to that seal there. That's my favorite red, Pure Poppy from Papertrey ink. And there we go. So now I'm going to trim off the overhang of those letters with a pair of scissors. And now you can add that to your wheelbarrow if you like. So isn't that cute? I just think this is an adorable set. There we go. You can decorate it however you like. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, be inspired by the team, the Jaded Blossom store, to get your hands on these amazing products. And thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And come back again as soon as you can. Bye, everybody.